not bad. Yeah, a little bit of breeze. I was telling your staff that, you know, if it's stagnant, that's the only time it's tough. Are we? Yeah. Okay. Well, welcome. Today I am so proud to endorse my friend Colin Allred for U.S. Senate. Colin's career, as we all know, is very unique, but it has led him here today. He's a fourth-generation Texan who was raised by a single mom, a public school teacher, and from the Friday night lights of high school football in Dallas to Baylor, to the NFL, to the Obama administration, and now to Congress, he has been a leader for our communities. He's a team player at heart, and soon he will be our next U.S. Senator. In his career and on the field and in public service, Colin is selfless. He isn't a show horse, he's a workforce, and he's a workhorse, and we know we appreciate that here in San Antonio. With both parties, he works to get things done and has a record to prove it. Over and over again, he's rolled up his sleeves and delivered for Texas, delivered for our neighbors, and importantly, has delivered for San Antonians. Infrastructure investments, bipartisan gun safety laws, lowering prescription drug costs, and importantly, lowering the cost of insulin to $35 for our seniors in Texas on Medicare. Colin wanted it to be capped at $35 for everybody, but his opponent said no. And he is increasingly part of an extreme wing of the Republican Party in Congress for the reasons why we can't offer more relief for the 1 in 6 San Antonians who have diabetes. And that's the problem, isn't it? Texas families need champions, not partisans. We need a senator who will fight to make costs lower, healthcare more accessible, and our streets safer. That's why I'm supporting Colin Allred for U.S. Senate. It doesn't matter who comes up with an idea. If it's a good one, Colin will make sure that if it's in the best interest of families in Texas, we can count on him. Texans need someone we can count on in a crisis, someone who will restore our rights, not take them away, someone who will lead us forward, not backward. And I know we can count on Colin, and that's why I'm here today, because he will deliver. He won't get bogged down in partisan battles, partisan politics, or culture wars. He will put families in Texas first. And that's why I'm proud to endorse you, my friend Colin, today for U.S. Senate. And welcome to our great city of San Antonio. It's great to have you back.
Appreciate you, brother. Yeah. Well, good afternoon. Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. It's good to be in San Antonio. And Mayor Nirenberg fights for his city. He listens to everyone. And most importantly, the thing that I respect, he gets things done. He's led with dignity and with grace. And it's an honor for me to have his endorsement. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you. You know, mayors know that at the end of the day, what happens in their city is on them. They take responsibility. They own problems, and they work to solve them. They are where the rubber meets the road. And they do that by building coalitions to get things done. Democrats and Republicans, businesses and workers, faith leaders and nonprofits. That's also how I've tried to serve in Congress and why I've been named the most bipartisan Texan in Congress. So I know that we can still do big things here in Texas when we work together. We can and did invest $35 billion in Texas infrastructure. That's helping create jobs right here in San Antonio. We got more than $38 million invested in the airport, $75 million in the West Side Creek's restoration, and $14 million in the San Antonio River Bridge. And the list goes on and on and on. But as the mayor knows, these aren't just numbers. These are investments to help create jobs, lower costs for commuters, and strengthen and connect our communities. We can and did invest in high-tech manufacturing through the Bipartisan CHIPS Act, which just yesterday we learned is delivering at least 2,000 manufacturing jobs in Sherman, just north of my home in Dallas. But Ted Cruz doesn't seem to understand that. He'll never be a part of a bipartisan solution. He voted no on both of those investments in our state. Instead, he wants to cut Social Security and Medicare, make it harder for working folks to retire with dignity. He tanked a bipartisan border deal that was supported by both parties and the Border Patrol Union, not because of the policy, but because of the politics. Because he wanted to have the prices at the border to run on in an election. And Ted Cruz's abortion ban, and it is his abortion ban, has gone too far. And it's putting Texas women's lives in danger. This ban, which has no exceptions for the health of the mother or for rape and incest survivors, is a direct attack on the freedom of Texas women. This election is going to be about turning the page. We don't have to be embarrassed by our senator. We can get a new one. We can bring fresh ideas and new leadership to Texas. And with Mayor Nirenberg's help, we're going to move on from Ted Cruz. And this November, we're going to give Texans a leader who cares about all 30 million of us. Thank you all for being here. I look forward to taking some of your questions.
We do one question for Allred.
So I'm going to teach you how to do the birds up for UTSA.
Okay, all right, you're going to do it? Good shit. All right, we'll do it. Teach you how to do second for Baylor?
Oh, yeah, no, I know that one.
Yeah.
I know that one. I grew up in Austin, too.
Okay,
so
yeah.
This
I'm
is our
open to you,
hometown.
too, yeah. We're good? Any questions? Okay, all right, thank you all so much. Yeah.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks, Mom.
No, thank you.
So I'll see you.